Today, finally, I'm returning to my little studio to clean up after the magical brew video. I made sure that I have all parts and I don't need to redo anything. And this is the first time that I'm back here. You're going to see all the items again that were in the video, and as I'm picking them up, you are seeing it from my perspective. That's how my little workstation looks like, and I'm not using the mic today. It's idle. Here is my all the remaining ingredients of the brew. And here is the brew itself. Cheers! Still smells really good. I almost feel like drinking it, but I won't. I remember that there's poop there. So this is going outside back to earth, as well as these guys. I hope you can hear it without the microphone. These are all dry now. The weather was so hot and dry, so it dried out in this few days that I was finishing up the video. And this is going back to earth also, to mulch the earth under the manzanitas and other trees. Now I have my miscellaneous packaging material, and I selected the specific bags and other materials for its crinkly, beautiful sound. One of them is this. Well, it still has some bark in it. I don't think I'm gonna keep the bark. I think it's gonna go back to the earth. So here it is. And then I have this baggie, and I think I'm gonna keep the manzanita bark. Who knows what, maybe I'll find another use for it. And then, of course, this special paper that is super crinkly. The box, and the other package, the other baggie. And this baggie is very special also. It makes a very nice sound, so I'm keeping these for the future videos. Along with my feathers, these feathers are stars now, and I'm pretty confident that I'm going to use them again, hopefully sometime soon. And the last item is my magic scarf. I love this scarf. It's so old, but I wore it to, it has some holes in it, but I love it. So, at the end of the video, we're gonna do a little ritual returning the brew and the ingredients back to the earth. But before we're gonna do that, before we're gonna go back outside, I want to show you a couple of books that I was thinking of reading next. The first one is The Secret Language of Symbols. And it has description of symbols, what they mean and how they're used with pictures. So we can look at the pictures and see what it all means. So, like for example, bridge. Like, what is the symbol? What is the symbol? What does it stand for? So if you have something in mind that you are curious about, leave me a comment, ask me, maybe I'll find an answer in this book, because no way I can read the whole book. I'm going to select a few here and there. Of course, they will be my favorite, but I want it to be your favorite too. So, A Visual Key to Symbols and Their Meanings by David Fontana. This is one book that I'm thinking about reading. And another book is this one, Noelia, which is the antidote for paranoia. 888 tricks for becoming a wildly disciplined, fiercely tender, ironically sincere, scrupulously curious, aggressively sensitive, blasphemously reverent, lyrically logical, lustfully compassionate master of rowdy bliss. Paranoia is the antidote for paranoia, how the whole world is conspiring to shower you with bliss, with blessings, by Rob Brezhnev and the Beauty and Truth Laboratory. And Rob Brezhnev is a rowdy and erudite astrology column, free will astrology. So he's an astrologist anyhow. So this is another alternative for reading from this book. And the beauty of this book is that it's huge, but Rob Brezhnev himself is telling us, giving us instructions on how to read this book. And it says, rule number 1, start at the beginning of this book, read it in the sequential fashion, starting straight through to the end. Or start in the middle of the book and read here and there, trusting your instincts to find exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Or ignore the above suggestions and improvise your own approach. So we'll see what approach we'll take, and this is a possibility. So leave me a comment. Which book do you prefer to be the next one? And now we are going outside for a little ritual of disposing our magical brew and the leftovers of the ingredients that went into it. Here I am in the woods, taking my materials, spent materials, and the magic potion back into the woods. And I could have just dumped it onto the ground outside of my studio, but I just wanted to make a point, because we are born into the culture of consumer, which is like take, take, take. And how often do we pause and feel grateful for what we receive, for the land that nurtures us? And this is not the land of my ancestors. I moved across the world, across the globe, happened to land in this place. So I just want to honor it. And I want to honor people whose ancestors were living on this land. We have little artifacts that showing that there were Native Americans living around here. And now I want to honor them with the land. I'm gonna be doing a square and a circle. A square from ancient time represented this 3D reality, the physical space we live in our bodies and call sometimes home. And the circle represents a bigger reality, including the spirit world, the whole universe that is far beyond the 3D physical reality. So, with the bark, I'm gonna do 4 corners, which is the square. This goes to the north. And to the south. To the east. To the west. Bless our homes that protect us and save for us. Thank you, space, for providing the space to be our home. And with the water, I feel it would be too arrogant to bless the earth with the water, because the earth blesses us. So I want to humbly express my gratitude for the land that provides us with water that gives life. Let it always keep flowing, giving life to the grasses, and to the trees and to the smallest plant and little worms and snails and bugs that live in this woods. And all life depends on water. Let it flow. Thank you. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you for being part of it. I appreciate you as the audience and the participant of this little event.